How do you start the golf swing? Oh, what the heck do you start the golf swing with? I'm here today to give you an unbelievably good trigger to make sure you can start the golf swing in the most efficient way and the way that's going to help you the most. Before we start, don't forget, hit that link below to my website to sign up to get on the waiting list for lessons with myself here at Whittleby Park Golf Club. Now, here's a great drill because a lot of you out there don't know what exactly should pull that golf club back. There should be a couple of things in particular that get that golf swing started. Now, the thing here is there's no real one way of getting that club started. Okay, so we can move it, some move it with the arms, some move it with the hands, some move it with the shoulders. But for me, there are two triggers that we can really make sure to get us on the best path possible on that way back, because it's really important to get that golf swing started as well as we should be. Some of you might remember a Swede, Robert Karlsson, fantastic player, unbelievable swinger of the golf club. But he had to pull out the Open once because he didn't know how the heck he was going to take the club back. He had so many thoughts in his mind. He got so stiff and rigid over the golf club, over the golf ball, he really struggled to actually even just take the club back. And we're talking about elite level golfer here. And I know a lot of you out there have really suffered with really trying to figure out how you take that golf club back, because then the mind just gets cluttered. Here's a lovely way and what we need to do first of all to get that golf swing started. Because we need a trigger. We can't just go from absolutely dead stiff to 100 miles an hour in half a second. So we need what I call a trigger, and it's this. So when you set up to that golf ball nice and loose, almost making some circles with the club using our wrists, before we pull the trigger back, I want you to feel your right knee, for right-handed golfers, your right knee just gently kicking in towards the left knee. Because what that will do is automatically set a little bit more weight on our left side. Okay, and that will improve our chances of getting that club back down to where it should be, because our weight's more onto our left side. And look at that gap between the knees. In previous videos, I've massively encouraged you to try and close that gap between the knees at impact, and that's so important. So it's worthwhile just almost the first move back, just presetting that right knee, just let that right knee nice and loose and kick towards, and then we can start the golf swing. That comes on to part two. Part two is this. Ideally, it's the shoulders that work that club back. It's the bigger muscles that work that club back, not just a lift of the hands and the arms. It's the feeling the shoulders are moving that golf club back. So we want the bigger muscles to do their work to stabilize that club at the top, as opposed to the smaller muscles that feels easy, but unfortunately it's not quite as stable as it should be. So here's two triggers then. First of all, nice and relaxed. First trigger, before we've even pulled that club back, just gently kick that knee and then start the swing with the shoulders. A little kick with the right knee, use the shoulders to start, and you're giving yourself more chance of getting that club to the ground and to the golf ball where we should do. Try it, right knee to left knee, and make sure we're taking that club back with those shoulders.